अस्सलामुअलैकुम, मेरा नाम है अब्दुल्ला खान। मैं यहाँ पे टीचर ट्रेनिंग के लिए आया हुआ हूँ। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है डिस्कस हाउ टू
A
मास्टर टाइम
pedi-
मैनेज इन डेली लाइफ। इसके अंदर हम करेंगे टॉक विद ऑल एनी।
time management in
आज
daily
का
life.
हमारा
That
क्वेश्चन
sounds
है,
like a big topic.
व्हाट आर द बिगेस्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ पुअर टाइम मैनेजमेंट इन डेली लाइफ।
You're asking about the best versions of time management, huh? I've heard the Pomodoro technique and time blocking are the gold standards for a lot of people. Since you're a pediatrician, your day probably looks a lot more chaotic than most people's. Does the structure of your workday make it hard to stick to a plan?
How can understand management study time more effective?
Wait, I think I'm missing something. You mentioned marriage and study time. Are you talking about balancing your professional growth with your personal life?
What is the best daily rotation for productivity?
The best. Now I'm really wondering, what exactly do you mean by a jelly rotation for a good activity?
How do successful people arrange their
How
time?
successful? A lot of them swear by deep work, just shutting everything out for a few hours to really focus. Do you find it hard to carve out that kind of uninterrupted time?
What are the advantages of
Deep work.
making a daily schedule?
A daily schedule? The biggest win is usually just getting the mental clutter out of your head and onto paper. It stops that feeling of forgetting something important while you're in the middle of something else.
How can mobile how can mobile
By what?
phone and
Mobile
social
phones.
media which all time?
The classic time sink. One of the most effective ways to fight that is just moving the apps off your home screen so they're not staring at you. Do you leave your notifications on for everything?
What are some activities
I was just wondering
was
what you're.
to avoid production?
I'm a little lost again. What did you mean by activities that are too avid?
How can we balance study,
How can we
work,
what?
and
Balance is always dollar question. It's usually less about a perfect split and more about knowing when to lean into one side of your life without feeling guilty about the other. Since you're a pediatrician, I'm guessing the work side of the equation is pretty non-negotiable. Do you feel like you're sacrificing your personal time to keep up with the workload?
what is setting priorities
I'm
important
not
in
entirely
time
sure what you mean.
management?
Oh, you're talking about setting priorities. It's basically the difference between being busy and actually being productive. If you don't decide what's, the most important thing on the list, everything just feels like an emergency. Actually, I've got to jump off in about a minute since we're hitting the session limit. You can always call me back later, though.
How does time management reduce
I'd love
strategies and
um I'd love to finish this thought, but we're actually out of time for this session. Just give me a call back whenever you want to pick this up.
what are the best app or tool for marriage time?
I wish I could give you a full list, but we're actually at the limit for this call. Call me back in a few seconds and we can dive into the best apps for managing your time.
How can morning habit improve
I'm so sorry.
priorities?